Hi, and welcome to Moonbeam Connections. Today on Spirit Guide Mailbox, we're going to be looking at your next chapter. So we're going to ask Spirit about your next chapter, and as I am closing off one chapter of my life and starting up a new cycle, it will also be a message for myself. So let's see what message Spirit has. After I pull one tarot card, I will pull out my board. I'll do the automatic writing. As always, I do dub over it, so it may not quite sound the same when I'm actually writing, but I need to write in silence. So we're looking at a message about, your next chapter is going to be big time. Okay, a message about your next chapter, please. Message about our next chapter, please. What message do you have about our next chapter in life? Okay, and we have two cards that literally just did a woo like that. I'm not sure if you saw that. So we're going to take them. Interesting. Both swords. So we have the Page of Swords upright. So this is about new ideas, being curious, using your intelligence, a little bit of vigilance. Like you can kind of see he's standing on guard here. It's kind of like slicing through the truth, right? Wanting to have knowledge, wanting to move forward. And then we have the Ace of Swords reversed, which is actually about being confused, miscommunication, having chaos, rethinking things, having this clouded judgment. So really the next chapter is sort of this standing upright in your new ideas and moving forward, but also being confused about where to go, right? So we want to move forward. We're on this new chapter. We're ready for this new chapter. Whether you just got out of a job you hate, a relationship you hate, whatever it is, you're ready for this new chapter, but you need some more clarity about where to go. And we're a little confused. Which way are we headed? I'm not even sure myself. We're just going to take it one day at a time, as they say, right? So I'm going to put these cards aside. I will pull out my board here and we'll see what Spirit has to say about the Page of Swords upright, which is about our new ideas and moving forward. This is also, once you get to the page, you've already gone through the 10 swords, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. So this is somebody who has some experience behind them. They've been through a lot. Swords is a big obstacle to get through, right? So they've gone through a lot. They've had their heart stabbed. They've been stabbed in the back. They've tried to rest and heal. These are all sort of sword images. And you're ready to move forward in this. But yet this confusion still exists. So let's bring on our board here and let's try and clear up the confusion that Spirit has for us and see what Spirit wants to say for us about our next chapter in regards to our Page of Swords and our reverse Ace of Swords. Let me just find my pen here and I'll be quiet for a moment and then I will begin writing. Your next chapter is an exciting time that you can make your own and whatever you want. What you need to see or realize is that Spirit is always with you, always guiding you. We will always guide you towards your highest good. But you need to heed all the lessons. If a lesson is not learned, you are doomed to repeat it. Take stock in your life. Take stock where you come from and see the patterns. Recognize the lessons. Once you have reflected on where you have been, you will know where to go. Even if the path does not seem clear, Spirit will guide you down the yellow brick road of truth. Spirit will show you the path that is meant for you, but you must release the past. Release the trauma and release the need to be certain. Life is not about certainty. It's about enjoying the ride, no matter what sets before you. You must find peace within yourself and about your past. Once you are there, you will realize life is a series of moments meant to be experienced and enjoyed. Just because you don't know where you are headed doesn't mean you are not on the right path. And if you become diverted from your path, it doesn't mean you have gone the wrong direction. Spirit is here ensuring you experience everything you choose to experience and go through before you were here. Love. Okay, so yeah, really, this is all about that. You may not see where you're going, you may not know where you're going, you may be confused, but that doesn't matter because Spirit is always guiding you. They're always leading you onto your best path, right? And so just because you're like, I don't know where this path goes, doesn't mean you're on the wrong path. But also, just because you were on this path and you got diverted that way doesn't mean you weren't supposed to get diverted, right? So even if you do have these goals, you want to start new things, you're a little confused, but you're going to start things anyways, you don't know where you're headed, but you're going to start this up. That doesn't mean that it's wrong because you don't know what the end goal is. And it doesn't mean it's wrong because you never make it to that end goal. Because what you do today isn't necessarily going to get you over here. But what you do today may divert you over here, which is where you're meant to be. But if you don't do this today, you won't be able to be diverted to where you're actually supposed to be. So I think this is really about, you don't need to worry about having complete clarity, right? You're starting with these new ideas. You've got this curiosity for life. You want to, cut to the truth. You want to start moving forward, but you don't know what you're doing. But that's okay. Just start taking one step forward, one step forward, one step forward, right? You're looking for a new job and you're like, oh, I don't know if this job's going to be good. I don't know if it's going to be better than my last job. What does it matter? You don't like your last job. You might as well take the risk of the new job. And yeah, maybe the new job, maybe it'll suck more. Maybe it'll be the best job you ever have in your entire life. Or maybe that job will introduce you to this person who's then going to have another job for you, or going to spark an idea for you, or is going to become a business partner, like whatever it is. You don't know where you're going. And even if we were standing in clarity and we know what we're doing and we're headed that way, it doesn't mean you're not going to be bumped off course. It doesn't mean that Spirit doesn't say, no, this isn't the way we're supposed to be going. Boom, we're going this way now, right? And so this is really about, you don't have to be fully clear about things. Just start taking those steps forward. And where does it say right here? Everything you experience, you chose to experience before you came here, right? And so you might be on this path of, I want a perfect life, perfect life, perfect life, where no obstacles. I mean, don't we all? We all want no obstacles in life. But you came here to experience, what is it like when I go bankrupt and I have to work my way back and work my way back from that? What is it like when my, best friend dies and I have to deal with that grief and stuff, right? And so you are here to experience things. And what you chose to experience before you actually ended up here, what you wanted your life path to be before you actually ended up on this earth, may not be what you want your life path to be once you're here in human form, because you don't have those memories. You don't know what contracts you made with Spirit, that this is how my life is going to go and these are experiences I want, right? And so what I would say is, Spirit is always guiding you to your greatest and highest good. We just start taking steps forward towards something, whatever it is. May even just be, I want to be a more loving person. I'm going to bring more love into my life. I'm going to tell people I love that I love them. And then as you take that step forward, you take another one and another one and another one, and maybe you get knocked over here, maybe you get diverted over there, but you're on a path, you're on your way, and Spirit is going to help lead you the right way. You don't need to know what the ending is, right? Like, say you're on this new adventure of, I want to find a new love. You have no clue who could come into your life, right? It doesn't have to be the next door neighbor that you're going after, right? We're just going to take one step, one step, one step, and we'll see the adventure of life. If we knew what was going to happen, it wouldn't be worth living, right? It's the adventure of not knowing and being surprised by what happens in our life and the experiences we have. But you have learned lessons along the way. You have this vast knowledge from your experiences already up to this date. So take that knowledge, use that knowledge to take your next step forward, and just start walking forward. And you'll see the path will slowly start illuminating. Well, I hope this message helped you. I'm sending you peace, love, and happiness. Bye for now.